just because you didn't prepare the meal yourself doesn't mean you're not able to track it. So there are ways to track meals out, and we're always best tracking the meal versus just skipping it. That being said, there are some exceptions in plans with free meals and intuitive days. If you like to track just for some insight, that's totally fine. But note that on those days, you're not expected to track. We'll get a little bit into that a little bit further on. So some general rules is to try to pre-log, plan ahead, look online, and try to find nutritional information. Choose meals that are easy to estimate. So simple like chicken or lean protein, a carb, and a veggie, something that you can estimate fairly easily. And if you're unsure, tend to overestimate on fats. There's a lot of cooking oils and sauces and stuff that goes into food when you're eating out. It's best to just kind of overestimate the fats. So if you're going to a chain restaurant, a lot of them do publish the information online. It really just takes a quick second. We live in the information era. Just look it up. You can find it. And most of these are also going to have the meals in the meal tracker themselves. And know the menu beforehand so you can order foods that are going to like hit your macros for the day and you're not stressed out about it last minute. And when you get there, don't be afraid to ask questions about like how things are prepared. Because they're used to answering those questions based on like food allergies and stuff like that. So don't be rude about it. Just ask for the questions. Okay, it is safe to say though, when you go to a restaurant, the portion size that you're logging is going to be slightly different than what's in the app. Just because there's some variance in human error when they're making the food. They're not using a scale like you would be at home, so there is going to be a little bit of variance. So yes, we're tracking this, but no, it's not going to be super precise. Okay, so when you go out to eat and there's no nutritional values provided, there's nothing online, basically here's what we're going to do. We're just going to break it down into the components. What is the protein in there? What are the carbs in there? What are the veggies? And what extra stuff is in there as far as like oils, sauces, and dressings, things like that. So just kind of break it down on what's in there and estimate. Do your best to estimate. It's not going to be exact. We're not expecting it to be exact. With that being said, though, choose items that are grilled and steamed versus fried. So like steamed veggies and grilled chicken is going to be a way better option than using fried chicken and fried rice. That's going to have a whole lot of trans fats and some saturated fats that we don't necessarily want. And that can save some calories to where we can get those fats from a better source. And, focus on veggies when you're eating out, especially if you can get them steamed. It's always going to be, they're diverse in micronutrients, going to provide some fiber, prebiotic fiber, and they'll keep you full. Okay, so for social meals, again, this is going to be if you're doing a social meal and you have to stay on plan. If you have a free meal or an intuitive day, just go enjoy it. Okay. Pre-log if possible, and then if you can't pre-log, do your best to estimate after, and prioritize protein first. So start the meal with the protein, find the leanest protein available, and use that, and have an estimated log for that. Okay, it's important to use meals with family and friends as an opportunity to spend the time with those people and not just like for the food. Now, food is a huge part of our culture. We always gather around food, but this can be an opportunity to spend some time with the people and be mindful of the people and not just the food. So, put your utensils down in between bites. Chew your food thoroughly. And just kind of have conversation and enjoy the meal. You don't have to rush to get it down. Okay, fast food, sparingly. Let's just be reasonable here. If we're eating fast food, we're just going to have digestive problems. We're not going to be reaching the goals that we want. You're just not going to be satiated. Sparingly, every once in a while, Sure. Okay. If you're going to do fast food, opt for salad and grilled items. A lot of the fast food items or chains have the nutritional values in meal tracking databases. Um, and, look out for, extra sauces and stuff like that. Log everything individually. So log the burger, the fries, and the drink all individually. The drinks, lean into the 0 calorie options. Um, okay. Free meals and intuitive eating days. All right, so these are built in as a plan. Okay, so we are trying to build some flexibility into your plan to give you a social life, reduce some mental stress, and keep the plan honestly sustainable for the long term. They're not like a cheat because they're built into the plan. Okay, so how to use these free meals and some general guides for that is prioritize protein at the meal, include some carbs and fats in reasonable amounts from foods that you would like to. Focus on whole quality foods and just not junk. So we're not thinking like going through the drive-through. We're thinking about going to a nice restaurant and ordering a meal with some quality food and enjoying it like that. Or it could be something that you cook at home that you don't want to stress over the macros. It could be a dish that you enjoy making. Eat slowly and listen to your hunger cues. So eat slowly and be mindful, just like with meals out. Stop when you're satiated, not when you're stuffed. Okay, free meals are not a binge. It's a balanced meal, not like an all-day event. For intuitive eating days, stick to a meal structure. Pretty much is like your normal plan. Just have some different meals, have a little bit of variety. Still lean into high food quality, whole foods, and enjoy a little bit of flexibility and a little bit of the mental stress relief. Okay, so when we're tracking meals out, here's some key takeaways. Number one, pre-log meals when at all possible. Look for menus and apps and online nutritional information. And when that's not available, do your best to estimate what you had. Always prioritize protein first and then add the carbs and fats in a reasonable amount. And log right after to avoid forgetting. Eat slowly and be mindful during the meal. Enjoy that time with family, set the fork down in between bites, chew your food thoroughly, that kind of thing. Free meals are built into the plan as like a way to either one, get more food in on certain days, or two, just reduce some of the mental stress of being perfect all the time. Okay, so this should clear up quite a few questions on meal tracking. As always, if you have any further questions, reach out to your coach. We'll get you hooked up.